I'm sorry, my last video cut out. Um, so the yellow mama is when you're getting executed, you get put in this yellow chair. They'll strap you down, and then I don't want to go into much detail, but they will execute you. And if I had something like this in my town, I probably would not like it. Being a mother of 2 kids, I would not want to have to explain to my children what this chair means and make them think it's something glorious when obviously it's not. So after he really gets done with McMillan and all of that case, he gets a call from somebody named Herbert Richardson. And this is right after he just moved. He's starting like a whole new thing. He really doesn't have any other lawyers working with him. He doesn't have books, computers, really any supplies. Well, Herbert was a veteran and he was traumatized from the war. He was in an ambush which left him unconscious, and when he woke up he was soaked in his friend's blood from the ambush because they tragically passed away. So he's coming back from the war. He's got all this stuff going on. He fell in love with this woman. He never states her name, probably for privacy. It's a really heavy thing. But she kind of pushed him off a little bit. Then they started dating. Well, then she felt like, he's getting a little obsessed. So in this way, she moves. He follows. She's an obsession. He wants her to know that he can protect her. So in this whole thing of trying him to protect her, he decided he's going to make a little bomb. And then when it goes off, he's going to run to her and be the hero, thinking, she would fall in love with him again. Well, while doing this, he left it at the front door, and her niece and her niece's 12-year-old friend picked it up, starts shaking it, makes it explode. This ended up killing the niece right away. And the friend was left traumatized. I'm sorry, I was hearing some noise. So the whole story about him coming into the story was because the first interaction with them two, with Stevenson and Richardson, is that Stevenson gets a phone call. It's Richardson saying, I'm being executed in 30 days. I need your help. Please help me. He is begging for him. He made this statement where it was a little bit, but then he goes, I don't need you to tell me you can stop this execution. I don't need you to say you can get a stay. But I have 29 days left, and I don't think I can make it if there is no hope at all. Just say you'll do something to let me have some hope. He just wants hope. I don't blame him. He wants hope that he's not going to die in 29 days, but he knows it's possible. But having some hope would make it easier than just sitting there just waiting for it to happen. And I feel like Stevenson wants to help him. He just doesn't have the, how to put it. He wants to help him. He just really doesn't have, the things to help him help Richardson. If that makes sense. So after all that, the niece being killed, the other girl being left traumatized because of a bomb that was left, kind of might make the Black community remember the lives of Addie, Carol, Cynthia, and the other Carol. Which they were 4 girls at a very young age. It's tragic that some of the KKK left explosives around the church because they just wanted to like scare them from protesting. But when they set them off, tragically killed these 4 girls, left many others, like I think like 20 some other people injured. And to me, I feel like they had this happen, and then Richardson did his crime, which killed one more young black girl, traumatized her friend. You know, it might make the black community feel very nervous, on edge, along with being outraged that their young kids are being killed because of they may feel like it's because of their color, even though Richardson meant to do it because he was obsessed. So this might make them feel like they're being attacked in their own home. They don't feel safe in their own home. It can cause probably a lot of issues. So after all this, I think Bryan Stevenson probably could benefit from a forensic psychologist, because I feel like he could benefit having somebody there who can read the psychological means of everything more deeply into the ways of how the inmates may think mentally, might help them understand the needs that they have to work with, why they're being on death row that Bryan cannot at the time. So I feel like there's a lot more to everything. I think that is it. That is all that I have written down. Thank you. Have a nice day.